and go, and the stop and go would say, I got 25 cartons of milk. Today is September 21st. The milk expires September 26th. And they will give it to them for almost nothing. And they will bring that milk back to the corner store and sell it to you. That's why the bread go molded so quickly. And what they do is take off the original expiration date and put a new one on. They do it all over America, and license and inspection don't do nothing about it. And for my mothers with the babies, for my mothers with these beautiful African children, do not give your baby Similac milk. Similac milk is made by the same company that makes Depakote brain drug. Similac is made by a drug company, and Similac ain't nothing but liquid crack itself.
Oh my God.
And you wonder why we getting all this autism, all these developmental delays. If God gave you milk, why in the hell would you give your baby white man's milk from a machine? So brothers and sisters, when we open up that Newark Independent Black Credit Union, don't have step me.
No, we won't.
What I mean by that is, don't say I'm gonna give them half my check and put the rest in Wells Fargo. I'm serious about that. We need it all.
Yeah.
Remember, we ain't taking none of your money. We living off the interest from your money. And so when sister comes and say she want to open up a daycare, and brother come and say he want to open up a string of auto shops to teach black males how to do auto work, and somebody else comes and say we want to open up a black cleaners in Newark, do we have a black cleaners in Newark?
No.
Asians.
Not that I know.
And we invented the dry clean process. They will be able to get a loan for their business because all of our money is underwriting the business. Some of y'all gonna have to be on the board of directors. We want transparency in everything. One of the biggest problems we got in black organizations is people collecting money and never giving an accounting of what the hell they took.
That's right. Right.
So we would have a board of directors, people you trust, and everybody who got money in that damn bank got a right to know how much money we got in there and what we doing with the money.
Let's go. That's good.
That's right.
Because in case you haven't realized it, the biggest supporter of gentrification, unknowingly, is the black church. And why? Because they take all your Jesus money on Sunday
And take it right to the...
and take it right to a bank.
Boycott.
And the white man takes your Jesus money and gives it to a white company to come into Newark, tear down the ghetto, build it up, and turn it into a middle-class white suburb on black Jesus dollars. So in conclusion, brothers and sisters, I want to say, never give up hope that we can fix this problem. We will. We don't know when, but we know we will. Marcus Garvey said, we don't live for ourselves, but for the generations just born and yet unborn. Brothers and sisters, stop fighting over your petty differences. Kappa ain't got no business fighting Q. Zeta ain't got no business fighting Delta. Hebrew ain't got no business fighting God and earth. Nawapian ain't got no business going against the nationals. Nationalists ain't got no business fighting the socialists. We can agree to disagree.
That's right.
We ain't got to agree on everything. We just have to agree on certain critical things. We struggle because we African. Marcus Garvey said, put the race first. Pan-Africanism says, put the race first. Be African before you Muslim. Be African before you Christian. Be African before you Kappa. Be African before you. I mean, that's all Garveyism is. Is put the race first. Chinese do it. That's right. Arab do it. East Indian do it. I want to say that any religion that tells you you gotta wait to die in order to experience heaven is a religion you don't need. The white man got his heaven now. I want mine. The Arab got his heaven now. I want mine. The East Indian got his heaven now. I want mine. The Jew has his heaven now.
I want mine.
And I want mine.
That's right.
This earth was created created for us as much as it was for any other people. Don't you dare for 1 second think that we are supposed to be in the conditions that we are in. We are not.
We are not.
But we are going to have to stand up like men and women and take it back. Politically, economically, and in every other way.
Every other way.
And stop looking for a 100% safe way of fighting white supremacy. I keep getting questions from people, well, how are we going to do this and not get killed? Yes. You can't do it and not get killed. How are we going to do it and not go to jail? You can't do it and not go to jail. How are we going to do it and not lose my job? You can't do it and not lose your job.
Let's go.
Thank you.
As my brothers and sisters in the church would tell you,
That's right.
there is no redemption without bloodshed. Freedom comes with a high cost, and some of us may not live to experience. That's quite okay. That is quite all right, because we will live through our unborn, because every child is an ancestor. Come back anyway.
That's right.
I'll leave you with a quote from my ancestor, Frederick Douglass. Make sure the sign-up sheets are going around. Don't leave here without signing, because if you do, you ain't serious.
That's right. Find that sheet.
If you do, you came to church.
Yes.
And I do not hold church.
I know that's right.
I might can preach like a pastor. I didn't come here. If you on Facebook, make sure you connect with me.
I sent you a friend request.
At Dr. Umar Ifatunde. The Facebook page is Dr. Umar Ifatunde. IFATUNDE. You'll know the page when you see it. It has 30,000 likes. That's my page. Those other ones are controlled and operated by the CIA, FBI, and the Homeland Security. There's about 8 Umar Johnsons up there with my face that I do not control. The only one I control is Ifatunde.
How you spell it again, E?
IFATUNDE. Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp, you can get me at Dr. Umar Johnson. The website where you're going to make your donation tonight is drumarjohnsonschool.com, and the personal website is drumarjohnson.com. Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess the faith of freedom and deprecate agitation are like men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want the rain but can't stand the thunder or the lightning. They want the ocean water but don't want to deal with the waves. He said the struggle we have might be moral, or it might be physical, or it might be both moral and physical. But it must be a struggle. He said for 20 years, I prayed on my knees to God for freedom. But the good Lord gave Frederick no freedom until I got up off my knees and started praying with my feet. He said if we want respect from the white man, stop looking for pity. Because the man who respects you doesn't need to pity you, and the man who pities you will never respect you. He said men may not get all they pay for in this world, but you must certainly pay for all that you get. He said, but remember most of all, power concedes nothing without a demand. Black people, it never did, and it never will. July of 2015, I will be taking my second tour to Africa. I took my first one this past July. We had a tremendous time in Ghana. This coming July 2015, I'm looking at trying to do 2 countries and possibly a 3rd. We're going to do South Africa. We're going to go to Nelson Mandela's grave, Robben Island, where he was a prisoner, Steve Biko's grave, the Soweto Museum, where they had the 1976 student uprising. We're going to go to Shaka Zulu's grave, Shaka Zulu's museum. You're going to get an opportunity to shop, to go to the beach, to do the boat ride, the safari tour. Then we're going to go to Ethiopia. We're going to go to the National Museum where you can see Lucy, the fossil remains of the oldest, most complete modern human of a black woman. We're going to go to Haile Selassie's Cathedral, Menelik's Cathedral, all 5 cathedrals. We're going to go to Lalibela and Aksum so you can visit the rock churches. We're going to go and visit the original Hebrews of Ethiopia. And then we're going to go to Ghana. We're going to try to squeeze Ghana in because it's the past Sept celebration this summer. So we're going to go to